Welcome. We are live once again here at the Tunnel Turn.
Okay.
Sorry about that. We apparently had a little bit of
Echo.
Turn your volume down.
All
Okay,
right.
let's try this again. We are live at the Tunnel Turn where things get hairy all the time.
And you just saw it.
And you just saw it. Hey, you never know what can happen when we go live, right?
It's
Yep. So anyway, this is our Power Rankings preview. We're about 2 hours from race time, and why watch Race Hub when you could hang out with us, right?
Why not? By the way, if you're new to the show, this is Phil. I'm Christina.
Mm-hmm.
Nice to meet you. We're just 5 fans. Nothing else to do but watch a race on a Sunday.
Yep. We're just having fun talking NASCAR, and would love to have more people to talk NASCAR with. So that's why we're here. And if you're not new to the channel, I have talked before about, a little project that I was kind of doing, and I'm allowed to announce it now. So real quick, if there's anybody that likes Survivor, I was on a Survivor. It was a virtual Survivor, and we just finished filming it, and it's going to be airing on YouTube on Russell Hance's channel in a couple weeks, and I'll get the link as soon as I get it. I'll put the link to the channel in the chat, so that way you guys can check out
For updates for it.
Right. It was a lot of fun, and
fun.
I hope you come. I hope you come check me out and see how we did. But hey, this is NASCAR.
That's right. It's race day, and you know what race day means around the Tunnel Turn. Race day means power rankings. Are you ready? You got your power rankings? Let's go.
Yep, I know I got mine. She's got hers.
Yes, I do. All of my 90s Haiti in the book.
Yep, so let's rock and roll. Once again, as always, ladies first. Number 10.
As always, huh? So you always let me go first, huh?
I tried to.
Oh, I got my cards all backwards. Okay, number 10. Stop peeking.
I wasn't peeking.
You peek. You all saw him peeking. I know y'all saw him peeking. Anyways, number 10. They're all color coded, so you'll see lots of different colors in my cards. I know I'm weird. I embrace it. Get used to it.
We have fun.
Anyways, number 10. Going with a guy for the last few weeks that has been surprising me. The talk of the playoffs, I think you would say. 12th at Bristol. I think he's got no complaints. You can have no complaints about this kid. I'm going with Austin Dillon.
Austin Dillon, hey, I had him in there too. I had him at number 9. I gave him one spot over just because he finished 4th this year in the spring at Las Vegas. He finished 4th.
I know, what racetrack are you at, dude?
I'm still at Bristol.
I know, you had a little Michael Waltrip there. You're at the wrong track.
Yeah, I'm somewhere between Bristol and the next race, Talladega.
See, you don't even know where he's at. But yeah, Austin Dillon, I think he's a good pick. It's his 3rd consecutive top 10. He's the surprise of the playoffs, and he can be in that talk. He continues to show up. He's continuing to do it, and if he does, he's going to be a force to reckon with.
Yeah, as long as he keeps going the way he's going. I mean, he is easily, like you said, the biggest surprise of the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, up until even after he won the race earlier this year, I believe it was Texas.
Mm-hmm.
He still wasn't after that. We wasn't exactly looking all that hot, but when the playoffs started, man, this all started with that beautiful Junior Johnson number 3 car.
Maybe Ace started sleeping through the night and he could drive a little bit better.
Yeah, maybe, but I have him at number 9. You have him at number 10. So at number 10, I have a guy that has not been on my power rankings for quite a while, but he's been doing a good job. He's been getting better and better, so I put him at number 10, Alex Bowman, number 88.
Uh-oh, you back on Bowman.
I know, it seems like that's why I took him off. The last time I had him on there, he was just struggling. So, we'll see what happens this time. I mean, but
I don't put in my power rankings. Every time I put him in my power rankings, he just made my power rankings come down.
Well,
and I'm not going to start adding him now just because he's showed up now. Even though that's why I'm adding Austin Dillon, so it sounds a little backward thinking. But I don't know.
I went ahead and decided to give him a chance, put him back in the top 10. Because when he was doing good, these were the type of tracks that he was good at.
Well,
So,
that's true because the first part of the year he was doing well.
right? So I put him in at number 10.
Okay, cool. Moving on to number 9. I'm sticking with consistency. I mean, I don't think this kid's going to the championship before, but I still think for this race today, he's going to keep being consistent as he was every week, and I'm picking Eric Almirola at number 9.
Yeah, Eric Almirola. This is the first time in a long time that I took him off of it. Even though I know he finished, what was it? He finished 5th last week at Bristol. I mean, I
No,
don't know.
I think he's just a safe choice for this race. I think he's, like I said, he's been consistent almost the better part of the last half of the year. I mean, let's call it what it is. Not even just the playoffs. Pretty much the last half of the year since actually more than that, since we came back from COVID. It seems like he's just been getting better and better and better, and he's just been staying up there every week. The only way I think he'll advance is a win, and it's that maybe I don't see happening, but I still think for a safe bet for somebody, if you're like, fantasy league or fantasy driver, if you need a good safe bet to make the top 10, I think he's one you could pick.
Yeah, I mean, he could definitely be in the top 10. That's why I definitely kind of wish I could have got him in there, but I wanted to get Austin Dillon in there.
You want to get Alex Bowman in there.
And I felt like Alex Bowman is going to do a little bit better today than Eric Almirola is.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, we will see about that. So, what do you guys think? Think Bowman or Almirola is a better choice? I don't know. So moving on to number 8, I will go with Kyle Busch. I mean, it's crazy at Las Vegas. Both the Busch brothers at Las Vegas. This is supposed to be their home track, but
that's true.
It's like how much between the two of them, Kyle Busch has 1 win, and that's it. That's true. Neither of them have really great numbers here. But Kyle Busch does have fast cars, and he is still looking for that first win.
Yeah, I think Kyle Busch is one of those ones that are just desperate for a win, hungry for a win. I did put him higher. I do have him in my top 5. I tried to keep him in my top 5 only because I feel like, I don't know, there's this different kind of, I can't find the word. He's so hungry for a win, and it's the desperation. Maybe that's what I'm looking for. He's so desperate for a win, and he was showing so much speed last week, but that's Bristol, so it's hard to say, but I still think he's going to be up there. I don't know if it's so much the win, but I think Kyle Busch could be in the mix today. I mean, I don't think it's not unheard of to think that he couldn't be. He's obviously won here. He's obviously fast at every track. Mm-hmm. He's obviously gotten at least top 5, top 10s almost all year. So other than the fact he has not won a race, he's had a good year. He just hasn't had a Kyle Busch year.
Right. I mean, let's be real. We still can never count out Kyle Busch out of winning a race. Even though he hasn't won it all this season, you can never say, oh, there's no way Kyle Busch is going to win. Because once you say that, he's going to win.
Only the haters are the ones who are talking on Twitter. That's it. And you know what? Hate away.
Yep, let the haters hate. Haters going to hate.
Right. Haters fuel. That's all it is. Haters are fuel to do good things.
All right. So let's keep on rocking and rolling. What do you have at number 8?
Well, number 8, I'm going back to Ryan Blaney.
Ooh, man, he pulled somebody that was out of the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit here and put all my top 10s every week for playoff drivers just because they're in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. There's those guys that want to spoil the playoffs. Jimmy Johnson could spoil the playoffs at any point. Mm-hmm. I know he hasn't won either, but this man could still win races. I think if he really had the chance, he'd be up there, he'd win. He just hasn't had the right chance or the right luck.
Right.
And some of them, I know he shot himself in the foot, but it is what it is.
Yeah, that's the thing that bugs me most about Jimmy Johnson is so many of the mistakes are his mistakes.
Okay, but back to Ryan Blaney in this race. He averages 9th at Las Vegas. He's hungry. He's always going to be up there. He's always bad fast. He's got the Penske power. He hasn't shown it the last couple of weeks, but I think this week he could be up there for a nice, safe, solid top 10.
Yeah, and there's a very good chance he could. You know what? I have him in my top 10 as well. Pretty close. I have him at number 7.
Always dancing around again.
Yeah, just because the guy's got 4 out of the last 6 races here finishing in the top 10. And now he doesn't have the pressure of the playoffs looming over his head anymore. That weight is off his shoulders. He could just get in the car and race his heart out.
Exactly. I mean, this kid obviously knows how to drive a car. He's obviously not afraid to knock somebody out. I mean, I always bring that up in Talladega, but I'm serious. I mean, that showed, I don't know, you can either consider that's fear or guts, but to me, that was guts to sit there and go, you know what? I don't care how much momentum you got to get to that finish line. I'm taking your ass out because I'm winning this race. And that's the kind of attitude and racing that I like. It's checkers or wreckers to me. Yep. And this kid just, is full of that.
That's how you win in NASCAR sometimes. You got to be able to be aggressive. You can't be afraid to hit somebody. You got to do what you got to do in NASCAR. That's the way these cars are built. They're built to beat and bang on each other. So that's what we do here in NASCAR. That's why we love it so much.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that's Ryan Blaney. That's my number 7.
Right.
So what do you have?
My number 7 is going back to my favorite, my end all be all. At the end of the day, it's Chase Elliott above all. No matter who I run on my power rankings or who I pick to win, it's always going to be Chase Elliott above all. But I have him at number 7. He's been consistent so far in the playoffs. He's been having good races. He's been up there. He's been clean. But this kid needs his win. I picked him to be in my championship 4. This kid needs a win to get in there and to keep himself in the picture.
Yeah, and he's coming for it. I have him a little bit higher. I got him at number 6. I mean, I really think he should be higher than that, but I kind of, there's
balked on him.
Hey, we can call it what it is. These guys that are in the top 5 are just really, really great numbers here. But Chase Elliott is really good here earlier in the spring. Let's not forget he won both stage 1 and 2 in the spring, and he was racing for the win, but he had a flat tire, and he ended up spinning and had that issue, and he ended up finishing 26 or 27, somewhere around there. It was in the 20s.
We blocked that one out. You didn't see that race. I swear.
It was, it was one of those deals, but he was very, very fast. He led 70 laps, won stage 1 and 2. So Chase Elliott is going to be in contention to win this race.
Mm-hmm. I know I didn't put him in my top 5 of my big dogs, but this kid, I love Chase. I know he'll be up there. Hi, Eduardo. Thanks for stopping by.
What's up?
But yeah, I think he's got just as much chance as anybody to win this race today.
Mm-hmm. All right, so moving on. Who do you got at number 6?
Number 6, big drop. Now, this is probably the lowest I've had him. I'm not going to say all year, but at least the better half of the last part of the year. I put Denny Hamlin number 6. He's not been. Now, this is the kid that I said had the chance to win and take the championship this year. I mean, it was in the palm of his hand at the beginning of the season. And for some reason, either he just can't keep up with Harvick or he himself just can't do it. He's dropping off. He had the championship in hand, and I'm sorry, this race he's not that great at. He hasn't been doing good, and unless he's got a lucky horseshoe behind somewhere, I don't see him winning the race today.
Yeah, Denny, this is not his best track. I mean, and can we believe in the last stage, the last round, all 3 races, Darlington, Richmond, and Bristol, Denny Hamlin did not get one single top 10.
Exactly.
And I mean, that's like, wow. I mean, we can't believe we went the whole freaking first round. And here's one of the guys. I mean, I picked him.
That's
to
my
win
favorite
it.
Driver. Chase Elliott.
Sorry. I picked Denny Hamlin to win the title. In the first round, he doesn't even get a top 10.
Exactly.
It's amazing.
Where is he?
I moved him down a little bit too. I didn't move him out of the top 5. I have him sitting at 4th, because this isn't his best track. It's one of the few tracks he hasn't won at. But he's still got fast cars.
Mm-hmm.
And I still think this is going to be his year. I mean, that's why you get...
I don't know. Now Kevin Harvick has something to say about it.
Well, I said the first round performance, that's why you get so many freaking stage points. So that way, if you struggle a little bit, you got all those points as insurance.
Yeah, but
And
You
now
also got Harvick, who hasn't struggled at all, and has so much more stage points that he's so far ahead of you, but you have to keep up with him, so to speak, and he's not even doing that.
that's not going to matter come Phoenix. As long as he's in Phoenix, them playoff points mean nothing anymore.
Phoenix is going to be so good this year.
That's going to come all right down to Phoenix for the championship.
It's one time I'm actually looking forward to Phoenix because it's usually a snoozer track for me. They're probably going to be a snoozer track for the championship, but
not this year.
The end all be all that race. I'm sorry, the whole race ain't going to be.
We'll see.
I hope so.
I mean, there's very few races that are really exciting from start to finish. Let's be real.
Really?
Right.
Talladega, Daytona, Bristol,
those are the exception. But
Martinsville. Come on. So please don't tell me there are races from exciting from start to finish. But anyways, Phoenix is going to have like a resurgence this year to me because how can it not with a championship race there?
You know it. So, all right. Well, that's my number 4 is Denny Hamlin. So let's backtrack a little bit. I got at number 5, I got the defending race winner here, Martin Truex Jr. Won this race last year. He's been really, really fast lately at these 1.5 mile intermediate tracks. There's no reason to think Truex is not going to be up front today.
Well, I'm not that far off you. Once again, we're dancing around each other. I have Martin Truex Jr. at number 4 for same thing. I know he was bad last week, but you can see the stats. Bristol's never really good to Martin Truex Jr., but this track is his type of track.
Right.
2 wins here, like Philip said. He's been bad fast. I think only stupid mistakes are the only reason he doesn't have good finishes the last 2 weeks. So if he pulls his pants up, gets his crap together, he's gonna get up there, and he may win this race today.
He could definitely win this race. He's not my winner pick, but I wouldn't be surprised if Truex pulls it out.
It's very possible, and he'll beat and bang. I'm sorry, the Truex of old that goes, I don't hit each other's race cars. I pass each other nicely. Is gone.
Yeah, we know.
He took out. I'm sorry. He had taken out. He fucked up and knocked. Chase Elliot, my baby, out while going by to win the race. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. The nice Truex that you know of is gone.
Yeah, I mean he was never really there anyways. That's just. He just wants to act like he doesn't race people hard. He races people hard.
Well, I have nothing against him racing hard.
And like I said, in NASCAR, you have to do that sometimes. If you just let people push you around, then you're going to miss out on some wins.
That's right. Because you know what? If you don't win, if you don't go up there and take it.
Right. You've got to, the best way to get respect is to just go out there and you just take it.
All right, that was my number 4. What was your number 4? Did we skip yours?
No, my 4 was Denny Hamlin. So you can
we're talking about me. I'm not going to go back to number 5 because obviously my 5 was accomplished. So now we're on the top 3 for today's race. My number 3, Joey Logano. And here's why. He's got 2 wins here out of the last 9 Vegas races, one of which is the spring race this year. He's practically tied with Keselowski for the best average at this track, best average finishes at this track, and that's only by like 0.33. They're both got a 4th place average
in the last 6 races.
The last 6. No, I'm talking about the last.
Yeah, that was in the last 6 races.
No, I'm not talking about the last 6 races. I'm talking about that track itself. They're the top 2 best averages there.
Yeah, but not at 4th. I was looking at the same stats that you were looking at. That's for the last 6 races. But it's still very impressive.
Yes. Anyway, I still think this kid's hungry. He's hungry every week. Same thing. He's got to get a win because he wants to be in that championship 4. A lot of people have picked him to be in that championship 4. Like I said, us being one of them, but we went with Keselowski over him. But he could very well be there. It's going to be between him and Keselowski. I'm telling you, come down to it. It's going to be Harvick, Hamlin, either Keselowski or Logano, and maybe Chase. I don't know about that now, but I'm looking back at my brackets. They don't seem as good as they were. But
Right.
either way, this kid could be up there, if not win this race today.
Yeah, I got Joey Logano. I have him one step higher, though. I have him at number 2, because he's won 2 out of the last 3 races here. So that's why I gave him the nod over Keselowski, because recently he been just that little bit better than Keselowski.
So let me guess.
they're
Number 3, you got Joey Logano. We got him flip flop.
No, I have 2 with Joey Logano. You have Joey Logano with 3, you just said.
That's what I'm saying. We have him
Right.
flip flopped either way.
Right. I have Logano at number 2. He's got that Penske power. And of the 14 races that he's run here, 10 top 10s and 9 straight top 10s to go along with those 2 out of the last 3 wins. So Logano at Vegas, man, you better watch out for that number 22
Place
today.
your bets. If there's a crapshoot, he gonna be there. But like I was saying with him, we flip flopped him because Brian Keselowski, the same thing we're arguing about. He had a rough finish at Bristol, but he was having power steering problems last week. And I'm sorry. Anybody who's driven a car without power steering on a regular road knows what it's like to drive without power steering. So can you imagine driving a race car around a track like Bristol, where you're just working that steering wheel the entire race? And I'm talking about 500 laps of working that steering wheel, and he was out. So I think he's got a really good chance to win today. Who's the worst driver? Who's the worst driver and why? Do you want my real opinion, or do you want my unbiased opinion?
Well, it's hard to say an unbiased opinion because there's a lot of guys that are always in the back. They're just in bad cars. And guys like Timmy Hill, even if you put Kyle Busch in that car, he's not going to do diddly squat.
Well, you want the guy that I hate or don't like the most is probably Clint Boyer, only because he's in the 14 car, which is my favorite driver, Tony Stewart's old ride, and he's won championships in that ride, and I just think it deserves to be in victory lane, and he's just not getting it there.
Yeah, he's driving a car that should be able to win races, and he hadn't won races in 3 years. So that's garbage to me. Yeah. You're in a good car, and you can barely even finish in the top 10? No good.
Other than that, there's not really any worse drivers because it depends on, I guess, what team you're in. Everybody's, up or down.
Right. These guys aren't exactly have perfectly equal cars. They try. NASCAR tries their best to keep all the cars equal, and that's going to get even closer to being true when we get to the next gen car, but that's not until 2022.
Yeah, I was going to say that's not 2022. Right.
All right. So, moving on, you were talking about Brad Keselowski.
But yeah, other than the power steering problems, he's got 2 wins in the last 10 races, none of which hasn't finished out of the top 10. He's going to keep being consistent. I think he's going to either be up there or win this race.
Yeah, and he has won at this track 3 times. And I was talking about Joey Logano having 9 straight top 10s. Well, Keselowski has 10 straight top 10s. So that's why those 2 guys had to be 2 and 3. We just had them switched on which order they were in, which is all good. I thought Joey Logano's going to do a little bit better today. Yeah, we'll see.
But surprises, most likely, if you've been following the show, we both probably have the same number 1.
Right. That's
Kevin Harvick.
That's going to be on any power rankings that you look at in NASCAR, pretty much.
You'd be surprised. I've been checking others, and some of them do not have Kevin Harvick as number 1. They kind of fluctuated between 1 and 2. Sometimes they even drop him out. I don't think they go as far as week to week. I think they go individual race to race. So it doesn't matter whether he's, got momentum or not. I think it's just they go by that race.
Right. And he does have momentum. His 2 wins that he got in the first round out of the 3 races, those wins were kind of gifted to him. Let's not make that mistake and say they weren't, but he was in the right place at the right time when it happened.
Hey, don't we say half of winning is not always having the fastest car. Half of winning is having good luck at the racetrack. Hey, being at the right place at the right time, and don't fault the guy for doing that at all.
I just say that remember the lucky horseshoe that we used to say Jimmy Johnson had all the time?
Hey.
I think Kevin Harvick picked up that lucky horseshoe and shoved it straight up his backside.
Couldn't happen to a better guy.
It could have. There's much better people that could happen to, but
really, like whom?
Well, Chase Elliott, Kyle
I don't
Busch.
think he needs a lucky horseshoe. I'm sorry. I think
Harvick does?
Chase Elliott is just good on his own.
Like Harvick needs a lucky horseshoe?
They're all good. So just get past your Harvick hate. He's gonna win the championship.
I'm never gonna get past my Harvick hate. I just don't like him. He's just bleh.
He's a huh? He's but he's gonna be the champion.
Right. Well, let's get to winner picks then.
Okay.
What do you got?
Now, considering you've been listening to my power rankings, you'd probably be a little surprised who I picked for winner. But how could I not pick this guy? He won the spring race. I mean, he's practically tied for the best average here. And if you think this will be the race to solidify him in the top 8, you're right, because Joey Logano is gonna win this race today.
He definitely could win this race. Like I said, 2 out of the last 3 races here, he's won. And there's no reason to think he can't win this race, because I was going back and forth between Keselowski and Joey Logano, back and forth. And I couldn't pick which one, because Logano's better here recently, but Keselowski's just better recently overall. He's been doing a lot better. He's got more momentum right now. So I said, you know what? Whichever one of those 2 you don't pick is the one I'm going to pick. And since you picked Logano, I'm going to go ahead and pick Brad Keselowski as my winner pick, because I can't match her. I have to. So.
Oh, you're going to match my shirt, though. How to make him change my shirt?
Well, the shirt is one thing. Picks are another. You can't have the same winner picks.
Well, I'd rather you not have the same winner pick as me anyway, because the last time you picked that same winner pick as me, you jinxed me.
Mm-hmm.
It took me so long to pick. I have 4 winners, by the way. I'd like to get 5 by the end of the season. He only has, what, 1?
Yep. Well, I'm going to catch up a little bit today.
You think so?
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I'm going to have number 5 when Joey Logano wins.
Keselowski's going to win this race. And he'll make it 4 wins here, and he'll get himself locked into the next round and ready to move on. So those are our winner picks. You got Logano.
I got
Keselowski. I'm not sure.
Because I know that's a mouthful, Keselowski.
I'm not sure what color deuce he's in. I'm not sure what his sponsor is. And that's the only bad thing about doing this live is I like being able to have the picture of the cars for you guys, because then you can see which paint job they're running each week. But I mean, it takes a little time, but I still like doing it. But
hey, you'll see him on the track tonight.
Yep. And doing it live is fun. So we tried it last week, and
yeah, it was fun.
I like doing this live.
I don't know. It might become something we do every week. Who knows?
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, I'm digging it.
I don't know if I can get my face on right.
All right, so let's see. We got a few. We'll go ahead and since we got as much time as we want, right? So we could talk about the other playoff guys that we haven't mentioned yet headed into this race.
Sure.
We talked a little bit about Kurt Busch. I mean, he's only got 1 playoff point, which automatically starts him on the outside looking into the playoffs. And
who's on the pole, by the way, speaking of which? Did we find out today that Kevin Harvick again?
Yeah, Harvick won, so Harvick's on the pole.
Harvick's going to win.
Apparently you think Joey Logano's going to win.
No, I'm talking about the championship.
Oh.
I'm not talking about the race.
Nah, it's not going to be that easy for him. But Kurt Busch, like we said, he hasn't won here. This is supposed to be his home track, but
no, Vegas has never been good to the Busch boys.
All right, so I hope that he can do good. I apologize for that. I thought my sound was all the way off, so you guys got to hear my R2D2 phone.
It's Star Wars. We're stuck in Star Wars. Okay, anyway, go ahead.
So next we got Clint Boyer. I mean, we kind of talked about Clint Boyer a little bit already. I don't know. I mean, I'm surprised that he's still in it, mainly because of William Byron last week.
I know. It was so sad with William Byron.
He had to drop out of the race, and that was all Boyer needed. He just didn't have to do anything to make it.
Yeah, but the one difference, I think, between Boyer and William Byron is at least William Byron, he's young. He's got a lot of years, to mature and get a little better. I think.
Yeah, kid's only 22 years old.
Clint Boyer's at the age where he's set in the way he drives, and that's the way he drives, and he's going to suck if he wants to.
Yeah, Clint Boyer, he's on his way out. He should be in the commentator.
I wish he's on his way out. Please, Mr. Stewart, please kick Clint Boyer out your ride.
Yep. So hopefully he'll be in the commentator booth instead of on the track next
Hey,
season.
they love the way he talks. Why not make him a pit reporter?
Yep. Let's see, Kyle Busch we talked about, Eric
That's okay.
Almirola you got into. And I think we covered everybody else that's in the playoffs. I mean, this is going to be really good. I mean, these guys are all really close, within 5 points of being within it. So,
Oh yeah, as we get closer, these races are just going to get better and better. Especially what we got Las Vegas, I think we said. Then there's
then we got Talladega and the Charlotte Roval.
Oh God!
So after we get
races.
through this race, we'll set pretty much how things are going to be for the second round as far as points wise. I mean, because you got Austin Dillon, Almirola, Kyle Busch, Clint Boyer, and Kurt Busch all within 4 points of each other, and only 4 guys end up going. So they're going to.
And I bet you I know who's going to win the Charlotte Roval, but I'm not telling you yet.
Yeah, hint. It's on one of our shirts. Double hint.
And it's not his.
Double hint. He's been doing really good at the Rovals and road courses overall.
Oh, sweetheart, he is the king of the road courses. Okay. Okay.
So yeah, So Chase Elliott, he's going to have something good, but he's also got 21 playoff points, so he's not exactly hurting. I mean, we just got to get through this race. I mean, we got what about an hour
the race.
or so?
Oh, the race! I'm just waiting for the race to start. What, 7 o'clock?
Yeah, 7 o'clock. So
7 o'clock.
We got
be
about
there.
An hour and a half.
Get your drink ready. Get your best redneck boots on.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go racing, boys.
It's going to be a good one because these guys are going to be hungry. They're going to be pushing it, doing everything they can to get up there.
And then Joey Logano going to win.
Brad Keselowski.
Joey Logano.
Oh, well, all right. I mean, did we have anything else that we can talk about today?
Nope. Come here, baby. Come on.
Oh, someone's calling the dog up to join the feed.
Come here.
Oh, but he's not.
He's like, nope, I guess he's camera shy. So. Come here. There he is.
Yep, there he is.
Or is his nose? The nose.
Yep, so.
Alrighty.
That's all we got. That's it.
Also, real quick before we go, remember our giveaway. It's still going on. We're so close. Yeah. We got 2 things. We got the 75 subscriber giveaway when you get there. Your favorite driver. That's the clue. That's all I'm telling you. But don't forget, 100 subscribers. Tell your friends. This really cool Jeff Gordington. It's from 1995. It's never been opened. Everything in its original. That part, right. But. All the cards are still in their original packaging. The certificate of authenticity. I can't talk authenticity. Authenticity is there. It's a cool thing to have. It's a cool collector's item for every Jeff Gordon fan. So please like, subscribe, or share. Tell everybody about the Tunnel Turn if you like it. If you like our live streams, let us know. We might do it more. What's favorite thing about me? What's favorite thing about you, huh? You always got a smile on your face and make everybody happy.
Can't go wrong there. All right. Well, I think that just about covers it. You can always find us on Twitter also. At Tunnel Turn Phil. That's Phil with 2 L's.
Yeah, the one and only Phil with 2 L's, it seems like. Because all the other ones only have 1. That's why he's twice the fun. But anyways, I am Tunnel Turn Chris. That's CHRIS. No K's around here, only little C.
Yep. And since we're going to be able to watch the race live, look for us on Twitter. Absolutely. We'll be tweeting away. We'll be talking about the race as it happens.
Yeah, depending on how many pina coladas I have, I may get a text out to you.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Hey, I might have some White Russians flowing. So we're looking to have some fun tonight with this race.
Heck yeah, because I don't got to get up in the morning.
No, neither do I. Tomorrow's Yom Kippur. And
I'm not Jewish.
Yeah, but work says don't come in. No problem. So no school, no work. It's a great day.
Well, already I think we've driven y'all crazy. At least he's driven me crazy enough to be here for too long. I think it's time to go. Till next time. I hope you had fun. Like I said, like, subscribe, share, tell everybody about the Tunnel Turn. Smash that like button if you like everything you see, and please come out back again every time we have a live stream.
Yep, we can't wait to see you next time. Have a good day.
Bye. What? Text twice.